patient isn't yet in intensive care, but Partick knew a defeat yesterday would seriously threaten life in the Premier League, and the fans are also wondering who's the best man to lead the battle for survival.
I would actually bring Lambie back for the rest of the season and bring Collins back as the coach.
Well, I think John McCormick from Morton or Conley for Queen of the South, the two of them have proved themselves. The two are all right. I think they're a bit more experienced.
At the moment, I'd leave Jerry and White as at the moment, because if they can win the day, it will make a vast difference. But if they didn't win the day, then you've got where do we go from here?
More on that later. The Aberdeen fans have worries of their own though, but they're backing their boss.
I think Patterson's beginning to get through to the players, especially the young boys. It's always difficult for him to try and get his way of playing, and he's taken over a team that's not exactly been on form, so it'll take a while for him to get there, but I think he'll do it.
We gave Ebby Scovdale a lot of time, so I think we can give Stevie Patterson enough time, same amount of time as well, so I think he can reduce the goods for Aberdeen.
Too many individual performances, like not enough like team performances, so as long as the team as well stuck in it, should do okay.
Despite the presence of several Santas, the football itself didn't bring much pre-Christmas cheer, but that was no surprise given everything that was at stake and the dreadful winter weather. And Thistle might regard this match as the one that got away. Had Kenny Milne been cooler in front of goal, the Jags would have had a well-deserved lead. But when put clean through here, he couldn't keep his head. Make no mistake, what little football there was on offer, especially in the first half, was all produced by the home side, who looked clever going forward, but simply failed to take any of the chances they created. This move shows what Thistle can do, but they need an end product. And as so often happens, Partick were made to rue their misses when Aberdeen went in front just before half-time, thanks to Russell Anderson. Scott Morrison's pacey free kick was inch perfect for the captain to claim his third goal of the season. With a one-goal cushion for protection, Aberdeen set off in search of a second soon after the break to put Partick in further trouble. And it was almost provided by young Richard Foster after Lee Hines failed to keep his feet. But Kenny Arthur's crucial save simply led to the corner from which Aberdeen's next goal duly arrived. And Thistle had learned nothing from the first, as Russell Anderson once again timed a great run to perfection. From then on, and you can hardly blame them, Aberdeen sat back and protected their lead, but could have gone further ahead when Richard Foster was let in by Grant Murray. But the youngster couldn't find the finish he was looking for as Kenny Arthur dashed from his line. Thistle had loads of possession and applied plenty of pressure, but simply couldn't breach the Aberdeen defence. Derek Fleming's tidy free kick went close, but not close enough. The Jags tired towards the end, so hard had they tried to get back into the game, and Kenny Arthur recovered well after fumbling Chris Clark's shot, with Darren Mackey waiting to pounce on the mistake. Now, football can be a cruel game at times, as the old firm found out in Europe this week, and Aberdeen made Thistle's afternoon a thoroughly miserable one, with a well-worked third in injury time. Scott Booth set up Chris Clark to leave Thistle stranded at the bottom of the table, 9 points adrift of a resurgent Aberdeen.
Came into the game last week against Hibs, and a lot of people were, suggesting I've got 2 games, but I've been kind of under that pressure all season. I said I've got 6 games. I feel it can turn my season about. We've won the first 2, so I'm very happy with the way things are shaping up.
When do you think you'll be in a position to make an announcement about your new manager?
Hopefully as quickly as possible. The fans want to know, the shareholders want to know. We want to have a management team or a manager in place, hopefully for next week's game against Dundee United at Tannadice, and if that can be achieved, then that will be the case. If it takes a few more days to get the right man, then it'll take a few more days.
So, did that defeat cost Derek White and Jerry Britton the job at Firhill? Let's ask Derek White. He's on the gantry at East End Park. Were you told before the game, Derek, win it and it's yours?
No, we weren't told at all. We were just told to prepare the team as well as we could for the game on Saturday. against Aberdeen, and you know, whether win or lose the game, we weren't told if we were going to get the job. We'll just continue. We're doing the under-21s tomorrow at Pataudry, and we'll continue to do that until there's someone in place.
The game itself must have been frustrating, Derek, because certainly first half hour you were the better team and perhaps could have had a couple of goals.
We were, Dougie. We were well on top in the match. I think it was the first goal that was the winner yesterday. Unfortunately for us, Aberdeen did get it. But we were encouraged by the guys' performance. They gave everything in the match. And you know, we did create enough chances, we just couldn't score that goal.
So what is the situation now for yourself and Jerry there? Have you been given any indication at all as to when the decision will be made?
No, not at all. We just, again, we're doing the club a favour and helping out at the moment. The club comes first, and whether they think me and Jerry are the right guys to go ahead and take the team forward, then they'll decide that this week or maybe the following week. But at the moment we're quite happy to do that and give the opportunity to run the side as best as we can. And we're gaining great experience from it. We can't lose. I don't think we can lose in this situation, Dougie, because we become players after it if they bring someone else in. But we do want the job, and we feel that we'll get the right blend, Jerry and I, and the right mixture. We know the way we want to play the game, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity.
All right, Derek, thanks for that, and we'll look forward to hearing from you in the second half at East End Park, of course.